Sanctuary Revitalization team sees the remodel of the sanctuary as a place for all types of worship services and community functions. We hope to make the sanctuary more energy efficient by replacing the present windows with insulated wallboard and smaller glass windows to eliminate the heat loss. If we enlarge and raise the staging area in the front of the sanctuary to one level, it will provide a more flexible space for various types of worship services, presentations, and there will be space then for both the piano and organ. Also, the present level and the stairs are a hazard, so by extending it up and out, then putting in a handicap ramp plus railings, this would eliminate that hazard. By updating our electrical service, it will allow us to add air conditioning and the much-needed technology to include screens and more energy-efficient lighting and fixtures. By bringing in lighter colors and brighter colors to the beams, the pews, and the overhangs, this will help too. We see the need for new padding and reupholstering of the pews, which will bring color and comfort, plus spacing them a little further apart and using flexible seating in the front and back with chairs. This plan includes covering the cement floors with a vinyl wood grain flooring and carpet. The goal of the team is to make it a warm, welcoming, and comfortable place for the ministry of our congregation, both now and in the future.
Unlike many in this church, my roots are not very deep yet. Dean and I showed up here about 10 years ago, and, well, we never left. And we're glad we stayed. It's here that after a long hiatus, I renewed my faith, and I found myself, honestly, serving in a lot of ways that I never even anticipated. As many of you know, I've spent much of my life dealing with words, spoken and written, and, well, I've always had a love of the English language. I'd like to share with you a few thoughts about some of the words we're using right now. One is sanctuary. Well, that can have a lot of meanings, but I look at it as a place of safety, of peace, and of course of restoration. And then we're using the term revitalization. This means, I think, to renew, to give new life, and to have new energy. Vitality is probably the root word of revitalization, and we probably should grow out of that with that idea. Vitality should lead to a faith that is vital, that helps change lives, helps change communities, helps change countries and the world. And I think tied to this is another word, vision. Without vision, we die. With vision, there can be a future. We want to build toward a future that well, will help us to enhance what we have. Our sanctuary, well, we're sitting here, and you know, it's a building block for our future. I'm eternally grateful for the growth of faith and the spiritual development that I have gained while I've attended church here. And I believe that I am part of a congregation that, well, that wants to be part of the future and leave a legacy to those who follow us. And I hope that legacy will reflect in many places, but reflect especially in the future of our worship. I hope that we can leave a legacy, one that speaks of our faith and the future of God's church. You know, we can't build the future by clinging to the past, but we can use the past as a platform to build to the future with God's help.